So you've just landed. You're a Twitch streamer with 8,000 kills, and you've got 2 guns. And then this happens.
Good night, okay, boys?
I'll get tomorrow.
Um,
That's a big
You think to yourself, that guy's hacking, or that guy has to be using a macro. Except, I'm that guy. And it's not a hack or a macro. And I'm going to teach you how to do it. Okay, before I begin, I just want to go over a couple things that people have been saying about the glitch that are not true. The first is that you actually don't need to have your ultimate ability ready for this, and in fact I'll go over why you do not want to have your ultimate ability ready to do the glitch. Secondly, you can do this on any character. It doesn't matter which character you pick. You can do it on Gibraltar if you feel like being funny. Pick whoever you want. The third thing, I've already mentioned this, but you don't need a macro to do this. You don't need a script. You can just do this with what the game's given you. Just a couple different buttons there. So head over to the training mode, or if you're feeling like a madman, you can go play an actual game, doesn't matter. If you went into training like I did, you can just ignore the Hunter the Gods have sent, and he will try to talk to you though, so after he's done, just kind of turn around and we can start doing the glitch here. So the first thing you'll want to do is hit the melee key, which should be V if you're on default. Once the fist comes out and makes contact, you'll want to, at the same time, hit your melee key, your tactical button, and your middle mouse button. So it would be V, Q, and middle mouse. Ping, tactical, and melee. So you, again, melee first, and then hit all 3 buttons at the same time. And then you should get a double punch. Or kick. So if you did it correctly, it should end up looking like that. Usually, I'd say giving someone the quick 1-2 is enough of a warning, but in the case that you gotta show that Gibraltar player that having a 9-to-5 job doesn't make him better than you, you'll want to repeatedly hit all 3 buttons after that second punch. So from the top, you just melee. Once the fist comes out, you hit all 3 of those buttons again, melee, tactical, and ping. Once the second punch comes out, you hit all 3 buttons again. It's that simple. Just make sure you time it properly with the animation of the fist or the leg so that it actually makes contact with the enemy, or you won't do any damage. So it should look something like this. And you can just time it as fast as you want to. It's easier to get the timing down when you're in an actual game and you can see the damage. But otherwise, before you go and kick some poor Pathfinder off a cliff, there's a couple things or nuances about the glitch that you probably want to know. The first little thing is that the glitch works best if you're in the air and doing a jump kick. If you try to do the glitch on the ground, most of the time you'll notice that enemies get pushed a little bit too far back for you to follow up on them with more punches and kicks. This can sort of be remedied by landing in houses or places with houses, where the pushback from the glitch can be stopped by walls. My personal favorites are the buildings at Artillery. Bunker's good if you have a caustic, or if you don't have a caustic and you're crazy, you can go there too. Swamps and Skulltown, of course, would be, I think, my actual favorite. You should note though that you can still do the glitch on the ground and honestly in an open field. It just won't be as consistent as being in the air due to the better enemy tracking with the jump kick, or in a house due to having a wall to melee against. The second thing, and honestly I probably should have mentioned this one first, is that you do not need your ultimate, and you actually don't want your ultimate. You may have already asked if the glitch requires you to hit your ping, then won't you be constantly pinging things? For some reason the game is programmed to recognize ping and tactical as using your ultimate ability, so due to this your inputs won't come out as a ping. And that should also provide you with the answer as to why you don't want your ultimate ready, because when you try to do the glitch with the ultimate ready, you will just activate your ultimate, and honestly most of the ultimates aren't great to be using when you're trying to fisticuff someone. The last thing I have to say is that honestly speaking, the glitch is really only good in the first 3 to 5 minutes of the game. By the late start game and the early mid game, when people have guns and even just level 1 armor, you're pretty much just memeing on people if you go for the glitch kills. I guess in conclusion, I apologize to the players who knew about this trick and didn't want it to be common knowledge. Actually, I apologize to every player in general for my existence. Hopefully none of you get banned for impersonating Bruce Lee.